Now I'm really excited to tell you all about the new Nissan Townstar. So let's start with the front of the vehicle and some of its features. You can see this incredible aerodynamic front shield that glides fantastically down into the new Kumiko design pattern grille. Now just for a second we have to look at this grille as it really brings out the vehicle's Japanese DNA. We also have the new Nissan logo, and then if we just follow ourselves down to the bottom of the bumper, you can see this incredible air curtain design that we have right here. Really helps with any kind of resistance and it gets us that extra mileage when it comes to the range. We also have full LED headlights at the front, and our charging point sits just behind this Nissan logo, making front charging that little bit easier. Now I have to point out the wheels. Every single one of our vehicles will come with that 16-inch steel wheel. If you do go for the Techno Plus, you get those incredible 16-inch diamond cut alloys. Now guys, we have some really exciting features at the rear of all new Townstar. And I'm going to start off by pointing out the rear reverse camera that we have right there. I'm going to move up to the high rear brake light that we have, which really helps with visibility for other drivers on the road. A real nice feature that we have on the rear of Townstar is we have the LED daytime running lights as standard across the board. We have the all new Nissan logo, which you can see here, and also the zero emissions logo right in the corner. So guys, I think the most impressive thing about all new Townstar is the fact that it comes in two different lengths. We've got the short wheelbase right here, and we're also going to do a long wheelbase version which is going to be available later on in the year. So let's have a look at the side loading doors. As you can see on this vehicle, it has the dual side loading doors which is available from a centre level and above. So the measurement on this L1 version, which is the short wheelbase, is about 615mm load space here. When we go to the L2 version, it's up to 830, the largest side loading in the segment, making it really easy for those Euro pallets to be loaded into the vehicle. In this particular L1 short wheelbase version, you get 1.8 meters of load length from the rear bulkhead here to the end of the vehicle. When we move to our L2 version, which is the long wheelbase, you are talking 2.23 meters load length from behind the bulkhead to the rear of the vehicle, which is actually the largest in the segment. You've got 4.3 cubic meters of space inside this vehicle. Our nearest competitors can only manage 3.8 cubic meters. Now I'm just going to open up the rear of the vehicle for you guys so you can see into the back of all new Townstar. We have a width load of 1.57 from side to side. If we're going wheel arch to wheel arch, that decreases down to about 1.248. Now I want to talk a little bit about payload in the two vehicles that we have. In L1, which you can see right here, the payload is up to 600 kilos. Whereas if we go to the L2 long wheelbase, we are talking up to 800 kilos payload. This vehicle can also tow, and a tow bar is an added optional extra. Our towing capabilities are extremely impressive. This vehicle can tow up to 1.5 tons. Now if you compare that to our nearest competitors who can only tow up to 750 kilos. I think you'll all agree with me that when we look into the cabin, you're all going to be extremely impressed with the quality. Starting off with these premium seats that's available from a centre and above. These premium leatherette seats feature the blue stitching and blue piping and look incredible against this beautiful black dash. There are 44 litres of interior space on the inside of this vehicle. And what I do have to point out is the optional added extra of an extra seat in the vehicle. Now that extra seat will turn into what's known as a bench seat, or will very much convert into a laptop table, very much bringing this interior cabin space to a mobile office. I have to point out the incredibly impressive 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system in the all-new Townstar. This will come with DAB radio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. What I also have to point out is the piano keys that feature just below here for easy access and easy use. And the Techno Plus will also feature Nissan's ProPILOT, its autonomous driving system. Now that will consist of the adaptive cruise control and the lane keep assist and lane centering, anti-collision front, anti-collision rear, keeping us incredibly safe at all times. Techno Plus EV will also feature the 10-inch driver's cluster display panel that's fully digital. Now I also want to briefly touch on the Nissan connected services. So that's available both onboard and off-board in the vehicle. So if we wanted to schedule charging or precondition our cabin, we can do that from the comfort inside using the infotainment system, or outside or off-board using the Nissan connected app. Now, one of the biggest advantages against our competitors is that incredible 5-year warranty that you actually get on this vehicle. You're also going to get 5 years European roadside assistance, and that's very easily transferable with any change of ownership. Now, I want to talk about the guarantee on the battery. We get an 8-year guarantee on that battery. That's inclusive of powertrain and inclusive of EV components. Servicing will be every 2 years or 24,000 miles. This vehicle comes with a 45 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery, and that's going to give us around 183 miles of range. I think you'll all agree that that's pretty impressive, even compared to its predecessor. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about performance and what that battery is actually going to give you. This vehicle is going to deliver 122 horsepower and 245 Newton meters of torque. Now, I think one of the most impressive features on all new Townstar are the charging capabilities on the vehicle. It will come with that onboard AC charger, which will charge at 22 kilowatts an hour, but you will also have that rapid charge facility on the vehicle that will charge at 90 kilowatts an hour. So when using that rapid charger, in as little as 6 minutes, it will be able to deliver you an extra 30 miles of range. So what I'm going to finish with today is just letting you know that every single one of these electric vehicles will come with that government plug-in grant of £2,500 off the list price of the vehicle. I hope you've all enjoyed this introduction into the new Nissan Townstar as much as I've enjoyed presenting it. If you do have any further questions, we'd like you to visit our website, which is www.smithsnissan.co.uk. And thank you all for watching.